I'm like a tiny bird, stuck in a cage in what we call a marriage in this oppressive society. My feathers will fall and I'll rot away in my nest, until I eventually fade away into thin air. Life must go on. I must leave you and escape this detriment.
What? Jane, are you okay? What is this all of a sudden?
That's how everyone painted a picture of what marriage looks like.
What? Last night at the Bachelorette?
Yes! Seeing as it was my last night being single, they all forewarned me of my life as a married woman. I'm doomed, Kyle! They all told me the reality of it. The ugly truth. Marriage is not going to be easy, Kyle. It's going to stress me out so much. I'm going to grow gray hairs and shed all of them and go bald. I'm going to turn all wrinkly and old.
That's just called aging, isn't it?
No, Kyle. Married life is going to do this to me. I'm doomed. I am.
Right, so you're hungover right now? Anyway, look, our marriage isn't gonna be like that. That's just their opinion, and marriage is different for everybody. Now, let me ask you, are you okay, Jane?
You just want to keep me locked up and isolated from everyone, don't you?
No? Did I say that? If we're talking about our marriage, I'd rather have you do whatever you want. Do everything that makes you happy, okay? You love your job, and you've got plenty of other things you love to do. You love doing Pilates and taking pictures. So just keep doing those things. I'm not stopping you at all. You have my full support, okay?
Those sweet words are just a booby trap, aren't they? You're luring me in with your sweet words and then snap. I'll be dead before you know it.
Are you still drunk or what? Why are you acting so weird?
No, I can't do this, Kyle. I can't. I'm not going to the wedding tomorrow. I just can't go.
Jane, okay. This isn't the wedding blues, is it? Seriously, it's gonna be okay.
No, I'm not going, and that's that. I'm sorry.
What? You can't be serious, babe. It's tomorrow. Our wedding is tomorrow. Less than 12 hours away?
Well, I just won't turn up. That's all it takes.
Oh, come on. What about your family? My family? All that time we spent in preparing for it? You're just anxious, babe. It's the anxiety that's making you do this, okay? Have you had some water? Go get some now if you haven't, okay?
But even if you see a juicy-looking steak right in front of you, if you had a stomachache, you wouldn't eat it, right? It's the same thing.
What? Are you seriously comparing our wedding to a piece of steak? That doesn't make sense. What has gotten into you?
It's not funny. I'm serious, Kyle. I'm just glad that I'm finally realizing this before our wedding. I'm not the type of woman who would settle for a man like you. I can't do this, Kyle.
But we're supposed to start our new life and we have plans for that, babe. We're gonna move into that amazing new apartment you wanted, right?
No, that's too small of an apartment for us. I can't settle for that. I want more in my life. I deserve more.
Jeez, Jane. For real?
Yes. I want to go out there and fly all over the world. I want to spread my wings and live free like a bird, doing what I love to do. Fashion. That's my calling. It really is, Kyle.
Fashion? Jane, seriously.
Yes. I'm into fashion and I want to start my new career in the fashion industry. I'm going to be the best fashion designer out there and make it into the big world on my own.
Seriously, what has gotten into you? Just cut it out, come on. Just be there tomorrow, okay?
I told you I won't. I mean it.
Well, you can't ditch me at our wedding at the last minute, Jane. Are you listening to what you're saying? Who does that?
A lot of people, actually. Go on YouTube. There's loads of videos like that. I'm not alone here.
Oh, come on. Those are just pranks or something else. This is about us, you and me. Why the heck are you being like this today? Oh, should I be worried?
It was really great being with you. I had a good time. This wasn't the way I wanted to end things, but what's done is done. I loved you. I did. Just not anymore. I'm sorry.
So what, you're breaking up with me now? Are you being serious, Jane? I'm dead serious. Are you kidding or are you being for real?
I'm serious.
What did I do? Let's talk about this, Jane. If you don't want to talk on the phone, we can text, right? So, what did I do to make you go all crazy on me?
I can't talk to you right now. I've got to go. I really do.
What? You can't even tell me what I did wrong? And you're ditching our wedding that's tomorrow?
My new life. I have to start my new life.
Man, are you serious? Oh, friggin' hell. This is crazy. So what? I'll tell my family and relatives and all of my friends about this, shall I?
Yes.
And what about yours? Are you gonna tell them about this then?
They already know, Kyle.
What?
I felt responsible, so I spoke to them before I spoke to you about it.
You felt responsible? What about me? I'm the groom, what the hell?
Sorry, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Fine. What the heck, Jane? How could you do this to me? I don't even know who you are anymore.
Well, I thought I knew myself well enough too. I thought that a stable, quiet, married life with you would suit me. But I guess not. I think I belong to the city out there, in the concrete jungle. It's more wild over there. It's more exciting. I'm a beautiful wild bird that needs to spread her wings and fly away. And you're the hen that can't fly and has to stay on the ground. Your purpose is only to hatch your eggs and serve it to people who buy them.
Jane, what the hell, man? Stop it. Stop it with all those references to those damn birds. If you're serious about this, then act like it.
I am!
So, you're serious about not coming to the wedding tomorrow, yeah? You really want to call off the wedding and break up with me? Right?
100%.
Fine. Okay, fine. You're such a cow, Jane, you know that? To hell with you, Jane. Go to hell. The cancellation fee for the wedding is 90% of the total cost, Jane.
Oh, so you still get to keep 10% of it, right? That's great.
Don't play around with me here, Jane. How much do you think that is? $50,000.
Well, at least I didn't ditch you on the day of the wedding, right? Otherwise, you would have had to pay for the entire thing, right? So you should thank me for that.
No, you're paying for it, damn it.
No. Why should I? You've paid for it already, right?
No, I never said I did.
Well, I don't have that kind of money, so no. You were meant to pay for it anyway. That was the deal.
That was the deal before we broke up. I ain't paying a dime for you. You fat cow.
Excuse me? I told you I'm busy with my new life now. In fact, I'm leaving the country and I'm off to somewhere new. And you have no idea where I'm off to, so no chance.
I don't care what it's gonna take. You're gonna pay for this, Jane. You don't ditch me the day before our wedding and make me pay for the damn thing. You don't do that to me, Jane.
Oh, should I be scared, Kyle? I'm not only a beautiful wild bird, but did you know that I'm a pretty fast flyer, too? So catch me if you can.
What the heck is wrong with you? Gotcha!
What?
Flying off to another country? My butt. What kind of a bluff was that? You're still here in the US of A.
What? How did you... What?
I have my ways, Jane.
Did you stalk me, Kyle? What did you do? This is creeping me out.
I hired a private investigator, Jane.
What? A private investigator? Where do you have the money for that? Shouldn't you be broke with the wedding fees that you had to pay for? All of that $50K?
You have no idea.
Have no idea about what?
About my assets. And how much of it I have.
Assets?
Yep, my parents have been investing their money for me since I was born. They've invested in various stocks, bonds, and other mutual funds. They've been expanding their portfolio, and my assets have grown to as much as triple the amount they initially invested. I have way over $1 million in savings, Jane. Plus more in other assets.
$1 million? No way! Are you just bluffing now because you think I was bluffing about me leaving the country before?
No, I don't do lies like you, Jane. I am an honest man.
Then why didn't you tell me this before, Kyle?
What difference would that have made, huh, Jane?
I would have married you, of course.
For my money? So what, are you admitting to me that you broke up with me because you thought I was broke?
Well, yes. If I had married a normal guy who works the 9 to 6 at some boring old office, that cow would insult me again.
Insult you? Who?
This girl who was there at my bachelorette. One of my friends just brought her along. Don't ask me why. But anyway, she's married to a super rich, handsome guy. And she's living the life of her dreams. And then look at me. I couldn't even talk to her about you. She'd compare you and her husband, and that would be the end of me, wouldn't it?
What the heck? That's the reason you called off our wedding?
Oh, hell yeah. I even went on a dating website and met up with a guy I matched with that night. He's super rich and we're together now.
What?
That's why I had to cancel.
Is this true? Is this some weird, twisted joke that you're playing at? Or are you crazy?
No. Kyle, listen. The thing is, I want out already.
What?
This guy, he's too hairy. I can't deal with it. I prefer your hairless, smooth chest, and you have a fitter body than him for sure. I miss that. You miss me too, right? That's why you went above and beyond to look for me, right?
Yeah, only to make you pay for everything.
There's no need to hide anymore, Kyle. I understand, and I know you've missed me all this time. But it's okay now, okay? Don't worry.
What? What? Are you trying to get back with me?
It's okay. I know it's been bad lately, but we can fix this. Oh, how about having our wedding overseas somewhere? I mean, I was meant to fly out there at some point, right? We can start from scratch and turn over a new leaf. Yeah? What do you think?
What the heck, man?
Look, birds even have this thing where they have to go back to their nest. They will always find their way back home, no matter what. And that's just like us. Don't you get it? I'm coming back home. My home is where you are, babe. My home is with you.
Look, I don't get why everything you say always has to be related to birds, but you need to get your head checked out. All I have to say to you is pay up. Every single cent of it.
What? Stop asking me for money. I told you that I don't have that kind of money before.
Well, tough luck.
No! But wait, here's an idea. If we get back together and still go ahead with the wedding, wouldn't that count? I mean, would they let us off from paying the cancellation fee if we still actually have the wedding? You know what I mean?
You're making me laugh. You think I want to get married to a crazy bird woman like you? Just stick to your new gorilla boyfriend and get married to him. And see if I care.
What? Why would you call him that?
Because I've seen photos of him. He looks exactly like one of those gorillas you see in cartoons. I could draw him easily.
How did you?
Private investigator, yep.
Ugh. You got your private investigator to stalk me and take photos of him too?
Yep, that's their job, Jane.
Anyway, I told you I don't want to be with him anymore.
Well, that's not my problem anymore, is it? I need you to get into your stupid head that there's no more we here. It's you who has to pay for the wedding fees, and me who's not gonna leave you alone until you do.
Don't you love me anymore? Like, at all? Kyle, please. Remember the good days?
Sweet talking isn't gonna get us anywhere, Jane.
But Kyle, please. I was just in my head when I told you all of those things before.
Sure.
No, I mean it. I don't know what was wrong with me.
You mean about you wanting to make it in the fashion industry?
Yes.
I knew that as much. I mean, look at you. What fashion sense do you have? You have got no style. You've got nothing that screams fashion. That was funny, though. I'll give you that.
No, Kyle, please. I need you in my life. Come back. I miss you so much. We can't lose everything we had, right? Kyle, where are you? Why aren't you replying to my texts? Kyle? Kyle!
I made sure that she's gonna pay every single cent of our wedding that never happened. She signed the paper, so it's official. She'll pay. She has to, and she knows it. How did I do this? Well, that's for me to know and for you to find out. But don't worry, no one was harmed in the process. I had to get over the humiliation of almost being ditched at the aisle, but money has a funny way of making everything better. No, honestly, I'm not a mean guy or anything. I just want her to know what she did to me and our relationship. She needs to know how crazy she was with what she did and what she said. No sane person would do that. At least, I hope not. Anyway, I'm trying to move on, and who knows, I might actually have a wedding one day where the bride will actually show up. Until then, bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like it and see you in the next one.
Yeah, Hazel. What's up?
The apartment above us seems to be having a good time. I saw a group of old men go in there yesterday carrying lots of alcohol.
What were you doing downstairs that late? I don't know why they think it's okay to gather like that all the time late into the night. You'd think they'd have some manners and respect their neighbors a bit more. He's got to be drunk at least 4 or 5 days a week.
So what if it gets a bit loud sometimes?
But what about when you're trying to study or do your homework? Doesn't it bother you?
I don't mind. I actually quite like it being loud. I wish that he'd drink like that every day.
Don't be so ridiculous. Why?
Because the more they drink, the more glasses and cans I can collect to take to the recycling center. The more I collect, the more money they give me. It's great.
What have you been doing?
Hey, Mom! No need to hit me!
Who told you that you could do that? Who have you learned that behavior from? Because it definitely wasn't me.
Mom, enough! Let go of me! What's so bad about doing that? The old lady who works at the recycling center kept complimenting me, telling me I'm doing a good job helping the environment.
Do you think she was being serious?
Yes, she was being serious. I always take a bag full of stuff whenever I go.
You shouldn't be doing that. It's shameful behavior.
Mom, stop yelling at me, please.
I can't believe you.
Mom, stop, you're hurting me.
You've been raised well. If I was to call your teacher right now, he'd say how good of a student you are, how smart and diligent you are. If you were to go out and wash dishes in restaurants for money, people would look at you and feel sorry that you have to do that for money. But somehow you collecting people's trash and taking them to the recycling center for money is you being helpful. Don't you see how it makes you look?
And so what if people think that? I like earning money, even if it's just a little bit.
Ugh, Hazel. You never listen to me. Abby, eat your food before it goes cold.
I'll have some later. I'm busy.
You need energy. It will help you with your studies. Quick, eat it before your brother gets home. It won't be long until he's back from Aunt Janice's house.
Mom, I'm trying to memorize the vocab list for Spanish. I'll eat it later. Please.
Okay, I'll leave it here. But make sure you eat it.
Anyway, Mom, I was meaning to ask.
What now?
When are we gonna move out of here?
Why are you saying this again? What's wrong with this house?
I can't focus here. I'm going insane. The neighbors are way too loud, just drinking alcohol and having friends over day in and day out. I can't live like this any longer.
Abby, why don't you trust me? There's a reason why they say it's good to be a big fish in a small pond. You stand out more. There's no way you won't succeed in a small town like this. We just need to wait it out.
You know what? You both suit each other really well. You're both hardworking. It's great to see.
Thanks, Dad. You're embarrassing me.
You know, I did worry at the start. Well, since me and your mom couldn't really give you too much at the start. But the older you both get, the harder working you are. I realized there was no need for us to worry. You'll both do well for yourselves. I'm sure of it.
Dad, can I get you another beer?
I wouldn't mind taking you up on that offer. Make that a vodka, though, please, Dan.
Sounds good to me. I'll go get us one each from the kitchen. Jeff, don't overdo it with the drinking. You need to line your stomach first. I'll go cook you some steak strips. There's some left over in the refrigerator. Also some nuts to eat alongside the alcohol.
Hey now, didn't you both go to a cocktail bar before this and have a few drinks? Not to mention the food you probably ate. How much did you spend on all this food here? Anyway, don't worry about me. I'm trying to eat and drink as slowly as I can.
I did my grocery shopping online. There was a sale on, so it actually didn't come to much money at all. I got the steaks for a good price. I always look around before I buy anything, Jeff. Don't worry. I am always looking for the best deals.
I've seen you grow up since you were a little girl. You'll never change. Always be the same. Anyway, like I said, I'll try eat slowly, but I can't guarantee it.
It's so horrible. Why?
Mom? What's wrong? Why are you crying?
I just never thought this would happen.
What would happen?
Just that you'd end up with someone who's just as bad as you. Both of you never went to college, only graduated from high school, and you're both spending money like crazy. Increasing your apartment size already, changing cars frequently, increasing the amount of cars you have. You're both starting to make me worry. And your poor sister. She worked so hard to get into Yale University. Worked so hard to get into her doctorate course. She's exhausted from it all. I'm sure she's sleeping now in that room.
Jennifer, that's nothing to brag about. What's the point in bringing that up anyway? Just because you're salty that these two have done better than her?
I'm not salty, I just feel bad. I feel like I've led her down the wrong path and I feel awful.
I did tell you, Jen. I told you she shouldn't have gone and done her doctorate degree. There was no need for it. All you've done is put even more stress on her. All she does these days is cry. She won't give up. She's so stubborn and unreasonable to talk to. She's so qualified, but she can't get a job like everyone else. It's crazy.
Yes, I think that's why I feel so awful about it.
I don't even know why you pushed her to do her master's degree. She couldn't even get a job from that, let alone her doctorate. She's just wasting time.
What did you expect her to do then? Not go to college and just join any random company like everyone else does. One where the stupid people go to. She's way more talented than that.
Yes, it doesn't matter how smart she is. If she can't get a job, it's useless. Money is key, and she clearly can't make it even if she is that smart. She just needs to get a job. Unfortunately, a lot of people graduate from Yale and are unable to get a job. They end up becoming janitors, cleaners. I've heard loads of horror stories of the such.
Honey, you can't say that. Do you really think that's what Abby will end up doing? She's worth more than that. Don't even bring those sorts of things up again. It's outrageous.
Like I said, what's the point in being smart? I'd rather see someone out working hard for their money than sitting in her room crying all day.
You're part of the reason she's losing hope, Jeff. It's not like she's a random girl we got off the street. She's your daughter. You need to start supporting her.
And why should I? Just look at Daniel and Hazel. They didn't go to college, got a job straight out of high school, and look how well they're doing. They've got a house, they never depend on us. In fact, they look after us more than anything. But Abby, who would have thought at that age she'd still be in school, living off our money because she can't get a job? How much does she even take off us a month? I bet you even give her pocket money, don't you?
Huh? No. With what money? I don't have any extra money to give her as pocket money. She's just using whatever money she has to get by, I guess.
Well, she most definitely doesn't get it from a job, that's for sure. Back in the day, we had to work hard for our own money. I spent almost 40 years working on a building site. I worked hard for my money.
Ugh, stop it now. Plus, you're talking too loud. You might wake her. You've put me right off my dinner. I don't even feel like eating anything at the moment.
Ugh. You know what? It's because of this behavior in this family that I can't quit drinking alcohol. It's the only thing that keeps me sane at this point.
Abby, did you just wake up?
I gave up sleeping. It was way too loud in the lounge. What was even going on in there? You've all given me a headache. Ugh, what's in this cup? Have you even cleaned this?
Why? What's in the cup?
If you aren't going to wash the dishes properly, then don't do them. This cup is gross. Look, it's dirty at the bottom. It doesn't take a genius to see that and clean it properly.
Sorry. I was just trying to speed up as I'm tired and want to go to bed. I was trying my best, but I'm in a bit of a rush. Me and Daniel have a thing, so we've got to have an early-ish night.
Huh, I see. So you've made Daniel do all the packing while you're doing the dishes? I guess he didn't realize you do them this lousily.
If you don't like what I'm doing, then maybe you should have got up and done something around the house. All you've done is slept all day. If you'd have woken up and offered to do them, then I would have been very thankful to you.
What? Do dishes I didn't eat off? Are you crazy?
Also, when are you gonna pay back all the money I've lent you? Instead of spending it all on alcohol, you unemployed alcoholic. Hazel, just because you're able to carry a lot by yourself and move heavy stuff, doesn't mean you should be doing it. It doesn't make you look any better at this job. We need to be careful and move things together. The more careful we are, the better service we deliver to customers. We need to make sure the customers are happy with what we are doing. That's what makes us good at our job, not how much we can carry at once. Teamwork is important in this job. Why do you insist on fighting every single time? You're making it impossible to work with. Honey. What now? Look at me a second. I said, what's wrong now? Why is our joint bank account empty? I had something urgent I had to pay for, so I used it. I didn't have enough money in my bank at the time, so had no other choice. What? What was so urgent? I had to lend it to my mom. Oh. Did your mom need money? Yeah. I think it was to help Abby out with getting her own apartment. Why does she need her own apartment?
I think my dad keeps getting on to her and she's had enough.
Okay, and what's she gonna do about her bills and living expenses? She hasn't got a job.
I'm sure she'll work something out. She's not gonna starve, is she?
Are you seriously telling me you took all the money out of our savings account just to help your sister out with getting her own apartment? Do you think you can just spend our money like that?
I forgot to ask you first. My mom was urgent. I'm sorry.
Honey, I'm furious. How could you do that? Just give away $40,000 like that without telling me first.
She said she would pay it back.
When did she say she'd pay it back by?
I don't know. I guess when she finally gets some money in the new year, she'll give it to us then.
Ugh. I've lost my motivation to work. $40,000. Do you know how hard we worked to save up that money?
You keeping on won't change anything. It's over and done with now.
Do you realize how long it will take us to get all that money back again?
It's not like we don't earn good money. I can afford to lend my mom that kind of money.
Yeah, but lending. Her accepting it is the problem. She shouldn't have accepted that much money off of you. It's out of order. Let's just stop talking. We need to get to work. If we carry on like this, I may go insane. Ugh, this woman's refrigerator is gross. Who lets it get in such a mess?
There's no need to clean it for them. They aren't paying us any extra for that service. Why are you bothering?
Oh, did you not know? We need to go to this much effort for our customer service. As long as we keep giving the best service, then people will keep recommending us to their friends. I thought you were the one who told me that. Little does he know, I have also been lending money to his mom and sister. $300 here, $500 there, and I'm still yet to be paid back. If I ever was to witness them paying me back the money they borrowed, I may have a heart attack. That's how little I expect from them.
If she knew my mom has been asking me for $300 now and then on top of this, she will be furious.
Why are you wearing a suit? Where are you going?
I've got a funeral to go to.
Huh? Whose? Has someone we know passed away?
Just a man I used to work with around 10 years ago. He passed away suddenly and the family invited me to attend. Out of respect, I have to go.
Yeah, you best get going then.
We need to donate some money to the funeral fund. I was thinking like $100.
Who in their right mind donates $100 to a man he hasn't seen in 10 years?
Don't you remember when we got married? They knew we were struggling and gave us quite a bit of money as a wedding gift. If it was my choice, I'd give them around $500 to return the favor. But obviously, we can't afford that.
I don't have $100 to spare.
What do you mean? Your wages would have been paid yesterday. How is it gone already?
I just don't have the money to give you. Stop pestering me.
Why don't you have any money?
Ugh. Okay. I gave some to Abby to help her out.
What do you mean? She's had more than enough off us. Why would you give her even more? You're the reason she won't get a job. She's too comfy. She needs to start working for her money. She's moved out and living by herself. She can't expect us as her parents to keep paying her bills.
I just gave her some money so she could buy some furniture for her apartment. She had nothing. You know, some drawers, a lamp, stuff like that. It costs a lot at first when you buy a house. You have to buy everything at once. So I wanted to help her out.
You already helped her enough by paying the apartment deposit. Who knows if she's even making you pay her rent for her too. I'd expect so. She's almost 36. She needs to get a job and start realizing that money doesn't come that easy and it's earned as the result of hard work.
If he knows I'm paying her mortgage and that she's not renting, he will go insane. What money is she supposed to use to pay rent money monthly? Surely he isn't that stupid. She's destined for a good job. I know she'll get there. She's too smart for this, my poor girl.
You know what? Give me the $500 instead. I need to go as soon as possible.
If you're happy to take money off me like this, why are you so angry when Abby does it? You're both as bad as each other. If people were to look at me, they'd think I was only born purely to give this family money.
Stop complaining. I've gotta go. If I ever catch you giving money to that unemployed waste of space again, I will divorce you. I don't care how long we've been together. I'm exhausted.
It should be around 9:30 when we reach Seattle. Shall we just stop by somewhere to grab some food? I'll be too tired to cook when we get home.
Oh, my mom was planning for us to go to hers to eat before we went home.
Huh? Why?
She just mentioned it a couple of days ago, and I thought it would be easier.
Don't you feel bad making your mom cook at this time of night?
It's okay. She suggested it. Let's just go. Come on. It's not like my mom's a bad cook, and it's quick to eat.
Jennifer, is there anything I can help out with? Like peeling some fruit for dessert? How was the food anyway? Did it taste all right? Yeah, it was great. It really was what we needed after that long day. Jeff said he was going to be home late tonight, so I had something I wanted to tell you while he was gone. What's that? It's not like I have 4 or 5 children. I only had 2 that I can actually call mine. One graduated from Yale but is too lazy to get a job and would rather sit around in the house all day and do nothing. Then I have one who will work all day every day in order to make money. 2 completely opposite children. Anyway, it's not like we've been able to do much for you as your parents. So the least I could do for you today was make you some food. Is there something you feel sorry about? How can 2 people in a couple be so similar?
Mom, what are you trying to say?
Well, when you told me you were moving to a much bigger house, I wasn't as upset as I thought I'd be. You know, since we live in one almost half the size. I thought it's just nice to see one of my kids doing well. But then I was thinking, if you're both making enough money to afford that kind of house, surely you should be offering to give me some pocket money or something each month. You know how much I need it, and I thought it would be a nice gesture. Pocket money? We haven't been because, well, Jeff gets a decent amount of pension money per month, so we thought you were both doing okay. Sorry for assuming. That's okay. As long as you've realized and said sorry, that's all that matters. You don't need to put any money into savings for a house anymore, so from this month I expect you to start giving me pocket money. And don't mention anything about this to Jeff. He doesn't need to know. Okay, Jennifer, I'll see what I can do. Send it to my bank the same time every month, as if I'm getting paid by a job or something. Yes, Jennifer, we'll set up a direct debit. I've packed up some leftovers and some fruit in the refrigerator for you to take with you. Make sure you take it before you leave, okay? You both best get going. You've got to get some rest.
I knew she asked us over here for a reason. I knew it.
I can't believe her. After all the money she's taken off me and Daniel and never paid back, but acting like we've never given her pocket money? How much do you think she's expecting a month?
Well, she did give us all that food and prepare leftovers for us. So, make it a decent amount.
Wow, leftovers. Bits of food nobody wants to eat. Does that really mean she deserves our hard-earned money all the time? She already takes more than enough from us.
Okay, then what do you want to do? We don't really have much of a choice.
Why are you yelling? I'm just saying it's a bit rude of her to expect even more from us.
Ugh, I'm tired. Let's just get home. I still need to shower before bed, and time is running out. We've got a long drive to Atlanta tomorrow.
Here you go again, acting like you care about work.
Of course I care about work. What, shall we not book anyone in this week and rest? Is that what you're suggesting?
Are you crazy? We've only just bought an apartment. We need to keep working in order to pay things off. You don't get money from just sitting around and lazing all day.
You're one hard worker, Hazel. It's hard to be that hardworking, especially when you're a girl. Surely it would tire you out more.
Money is my motivation, and I like earning money. What's the point in resting when I don't need to? I like having money and spending money, so I need to work. Simple as that.
You know, some people say that people like you, who are obsessed with money, are the worst kinds of people.
Okay, well, I don't care if they think that. If that's what they think, then just tell them to stop earning money then if they think it's that bad. Even if I'm a bad person, at least I have money, and that's the main thing. So come on now, let's keep up the hard work. We've got bills to pay.
You're right. Who's gonna stop us?
Hi, I live on the 5th floor in apartment number 2.
Yeah, okay. And what's the problem, miss?
I just heard the building owner comes into work on Mondays, so that's who I'm here to see.
Okay, but why? What's the problem?
Well, I'd like to discuss the maintenance fees in the building. I think they're way too high, or something is wrong. Because how on earth does it cost this much money? I'm only living in a small apartment here. I'm paying around $500 maintenance fees. How does that make sense?
Well, if you're using a lot of heating and aircon, then it's going to come out at that much. Plus, last year the gas company we used raised their prices a little.
Okay, but do you really think it's acceptable to be charging this much for maintenance fees? For such a small apartment?
I'm sorry, but it would be the same anywhere you went.
Well, I asked the girl in the apartment next to mine how much she was paying. She said when she isn't using the heating or aircon, her maintenance fees usually cost around $300.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I was searching on the internet, and people are saying that's very expensive and most places aren't that bad. They say the only reason for this is that people haven't been out to check that the system is working properly, and that the manager is corrupt. So I came down to request if we could have someone come in and investigate to check if there is any problems.
She's pretty smart. No one else thinks to do their research on that. They just accept it. Okay, first of all, let's calm down for a second before we discuss anything. How about you take a seat and a breather for a second? Have a cup of coffee.
I'm just saying, we need a check done on this place because I don't think it's operating legally. I thought that apartment maintenance fees were going to be standardized, so why are the ones here so expensive? It's draining me of my money and I'm furious.
Please, just take a seat and have some coffee. I'm good at making coffee, I promise.
Okay. 3 sugars in my coffee, please.
So, what are you doing here anyway? Are you studying or something? I'm assuming you have a separate place somewhere else and just come here during class seasons?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I'm just using this place to help me write my thesis, as it's so close to the school library.
When I checked the mail, I noticed a lot of brochures and letters arriving from Yale University. I'm guessing they were yours.
Oh, do you control the mailroom too?
Yeah, of course. That's also a part of my job.
I see. Yes, I'm currently studying my doctorate degree at Yale University.
Wow, really? That's amazing. You must be very talented. That's a tough school to get into. She's really smart. I wonder if she's single or seeing someone.
I guess you could say that.
Do you not have a car? I noticed your parking space was always empty downstairs in the parking lot.
Yeah, I have a car. I just leave it at home.
Why? We have 3 levels of car parking spaces. Surely it would have been easier for you to bring it here with you.
Yeah, well, that, but I was also thinking about the cost of gas. Constantly traveling back and forth here, it would cost a lot.
Ah, you're right. I'm assuming you're pretty good with your money then.
Surely this can't be the building owner. He's believing a lot that I say. Surely he's smarter than this.
it's me. I'm calling off a different number. Sorry. Yeah. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Are you really making me have to call you about this? Are you trying to make me feel bad or something? Huh? What do you mean? Why haven't you sent me my pocket money yet? I've been waiting for it. Yeah, right. I'm a day late. Sorry. I've been so busy it completely slipped my mind. I thought I told you to send me the money on the same day, under no circumstances. And now it's resulted in me having to ring you to ask where my money is. You promised me you would. I'll send it over now, Jennifer. I promise I will. Okay. Just make sure this never happens again. Got it.
Mom, why are you ringing me so early? You woke me up.
It's 11:30 a.m. What do you mean you're still in bed? Are you out of your mind? Get up.
I always sleep at this time. What are you on about, Mom?
What on earth are you up to all night if this is the time you're waking up?
Ugh, Mom, stop being annoying.
I'm just calling to say I sent over your money. There's enough there for the maintenance fees and some for you to live off.
Mom, I told you to stop sending it late. You need to start sending it the day before.
Do you think I sent it late out of choice? They just sent it to me a day late, so that's why. It's not my fault.
They're so annoying. Why can't they stick to promises? Why are they acting like they've got problems with money? If they promise to send the money on that day, they should make sure it's sorted.
I know she's my daughter, but sometimes I can't believe the things that come out of her mouth. She acts so entitled sometimes. I don't think she has the right to be saying such things. Are you okay for fruit? Or have you run out?
I've got plenty left, Mom.
Don't just let them sit there and rot. Make sure you're eating them when I'm giving them to you.
Mom, anyway, something more important than that.
What now?
What do you think if I was to start dating?
Don't be so ridiculous. You're 36 and haven't once had a boyfriend this whole time in order to focus on your studies. What do you mean you want to start dating now?
Are you not happy to hear that?
Of course I am. But the doctorate and your education comes first. What's the point in marriage at this point? Your doctorate degree comes first. End of.
Mom!
No! That's the conditions that were set and you know it. But why are you talking about dating all of a sudden? Have you met someone?
No, it's not that. It's just even if I wanted to date and had an interest in someone, I'd be extra fussy who I was seeing. Of course, they'd need to have money and be of a certain status. But how can I meet someone like that when I don't even own my own car? I look poor. Who would want to be with me?
A car? Suddenly?
Yes. One of my friends from Yale knows someone who will give me a car. I just need to pay a deposit and then pay them monthly, as if I was paying rent.
And how much do you need for all of that?
$5,000 deposit.
Where do you think we can get $5,000 from? We're not made of money, Abby.
Just ask Daniel and Hazel. Tell them it's the price of me being able to publish my thesis, and that I need it.
You can publish your thesis? Really? What's this all about? Oh, I was just about to come over. Are you going somewhere? Yeah, I'm going out to get my car fixed. Why? What's happened to your car? I don't know. It's a new car as well. But there's been a problem with it, so it needs to go back and get fixed. That's strange. A new car shouldn't just fail on you like that. Yeah. Maybe I'm using it too much or something. I feel like I'm constantly in the repair shop. Anyway, why were you coming over? Ah, I came over to talk to you about something. Abby has been asked to publish her thesis. Publish it? What, like officially? Yes. It outdid the doctorate threshold. That's how well she wrote it. So she's been asked to publish all her findings and her whole thesis in a book. Oh, really? But isn't that only possible if you do it yourself? No book publishing company is going to ask Abby herself if they can publish her thesis. Those thesis books only happen when the student themselves puts themselves forward because they believe that their thesis is that good. And what do you know about publishing books? Don't sit there and act like you're right again. I'm just going off what Abby told me. I'm not. I'm just saying. You don't ever read a newspaper, let alone a book. All you do is stare at your phone all day. What do you know about reading or books? Okay, then let me upload the question on the internet and ask others if it's that stupid. If Abby wants to publish her thesis herself, then that's a problem she has to sort out, not any of ours. I can't and I won't lend you both any more money. Sorry. We're already giving you pocket money every month, let alone the $3,000 or so you owe me already that you've never paid back. Plus whatever I've lent to Abby myself directly. Speaking of that anyway, when were you planning on paying that back? She hasn't even paid back $5, let alone the whole $3,000 I've lent her. Don't you think it's bad that you're pressuring your mother-in-law to pay back money, even though you're perfectly fine financially? Plus, I've forgotten exactly how much I owe you after all this time. Oh, okay. I guess that could happen. Anyway, don't ask to borrow money off me again. Not until you've paid back what you currently owe me. Only then will I think about it. I can't afford to lend you any more money. Are you serious? Don't be so tight! If you're gonna be like that, I'll just ask Daniel instead. He'll give it to me, no doubt.
My mom said she asked to borrow money to help me publish my thesis, and you said no.
Yeah, I refused to lend her any more money, and told Daniel to do the same.
Is it even all your money?
Yes, everything I've lent her so far is all my money, not your brother's.
What does my brother's hard-earned money got to do with you anyway? He said you were in control of the finances.
I guess because you're still unmarried and single, you wouldn't understand. But when you get married, your partner tends to have more influence over you than even your parents. Not only that, you're the older sister. Why would you even try take money off your younger brother, just so you can publish your thesis? Why do you always have to borrow money from us? Ask someone else. If you wanted to publish it that much, then you just go out and get a job yourself in order to pay for it. With your qualifications, I'm sure you could make that kind of money in a few months.
And where am I supposed to get a job?
Why don't you just come work for our moving company? You can learn from us. You'll soon earn the money yourself. I'll be by your side to help you, so you won't be left in the dark. I guarantee you, you'll make that money in no time.
Me? Work for you? Are you crazy? Listen here.
I'm listening.
Are you crazy? I've got almost 3 degrees from Yale University, and you want me to go work for a moving company? Do you really think that's all I'm capable of? Why would I follow 2 people who barely even graduated from high school around and learn from you? The woman that can't even clean dishes properly wants me to learn from her? Very funny.
Abby, stop getting personal. I was just trying to help. Plus, about that dishes situation again. That was a mistake and I was rushing. Do you think I'd really have done that on purpose, knowing you would bring it up at every possibility you got? Also, I don't think you're in the position to judge what kind of job you get to do, and if you're better than us. Because right now, I'm the one who's earning money and you're the one who keeps borrowing it. Do you really think it was a good idea not to lend your mother-in-law that money? You're basically siblings now. You need to help each other out. Mom, I told you the situation. I've explained it to you. Yeah, but because of that, I've gone out of my way to lend her it instead. Mom! Why did you do that? You know what she's like. She started talking badly about you in the town meeting. What was I supposed to do? Let people around us think you're a poor family? Plus, she kept saying you were causing a divide and feud between Daniel and Abby. You've always been the same since you were younger. You've been obsessed with money. Mom, I told you I'm down on money this month because my new car keeps breaking. Why did you lend her the money? You aren't helping the situation. Ugh, Mom. Why? Is she really asking us to donate $5,000 towards her marriage fees?
Yeah, but honey, the man she's marrying, he's the owner of that whole apartment building. If she gets married into that family, not only can we get all the money back she owes us, but she won't ever bother us about money again. So I think it's a pretty good investment and will help us out in the long term.
I don't know. Let me think about it. I have a headache. Hello, yes. I'm just on my way to work now. What do you mean Daniel's crashed the car? 1 second, let me just pull over. Explain to me. How has he crashed the car? Is he okay? I've only just paid to get it fixed. What's going on? I just spent 5 months paying back the repair fees monthly. How much is this gonna cost? Is it bad? Don't you think it's fixable? I don't think I can drive. I'm way too stressed now. I'll call an Uber and come right away. Anyway, about the insurance payout you both had. 1 second, Jennifer. I'm really enjoying the food a second. Honey, try this a second. It's amazing, isn't it?
Honey, can you pass the bread?
You said you weren't hungry earlier. You must have picked up an appetite after smelling your mom's food. Anyway, Hazel, are you listening to me? About the insurance money. Yeah, what about it? Well, I was thinking about Abby's wedding. And you know, since her fiance comes from wealth, he's bound to come out in a fancy suit, isn't he? Jennifer, I don't think it matters who it is. Most people want to look their best and expensive on their wedding day. So that's why I was going to suggest. What if we were to gift him a nice watch or something for the wedding? I'm sure he'll like it. Yeah. If you want to do that, Jennifer. I'm sure people will be looking at what watch the groom is wearing on his wedding day. He can't be wearing something cheap. People will have high expectations from Abby. You know, since they all know her as the girl with the doctorate from Yale. Yeah, of course. So, what about us using the insurance payout money to buy one for him? Give it to me. I'll sort it. Daniel, are you listening?
Huh? Yeah.
You know there's only so much of this I'll take, don't you?
I know. Just tell her what you're really thinking, Hazel.
Both of you hear me out for a second. Jennifer, please take in what I'm going to say to you. I know what you're gonna say. That you can't do it, right? 1 second, Jennifer. Let me just look at my phone for a minute. Jennifer, in total, including Abby's money, the total you owe me is around $20,000. Including the money you owe Daniel, that's around $35,000 you owe us. So before I lend you any more, you need to pay back at least $40,000 of it. Oh, and also the $8,000 you borrowed off my mom. Why are you acting so threatening? All I asked for was a bit of money. Jennifer, Daniel crashed and was in critical condition. He had to be rushed to hospital for surgery. The surgery was long, and it's taken weeks to recover. He's only just gotten out, yet you're already asking about money? You didn't offer even once to help pay any of the hospital fees. Do you not realize how much his hospital fees cost? What about your health insurance? That would have covered a lot of it. The one good thing that came out of it was the fact that even Abby came to the hospital and brought some gifts to cheer Daniel up. What? Where did she get her money from? But you couldn't even show your face at the hospital. Not even once? They said I couldn't come to visit. Even if you couldn't visit, you didn't even try contacting him. If you wanted to and actually were worried about him, you would have come and waited. Even on the day he had surgery, you never came. After all that, you are blackmailing us to give you our insurance payout money? Blackmailing? There's no sort of thing in a parent and child relationship. I understand that Daniel's your son, and you raised him, blah, blah. But we've given you more than enough money now to pay all that back. And we've gotten nothing. No effort in return. So now it's your turn to repay us back all of the money you owe us. If you don't pay us back what you owe us within this year, we're going to tell Jeff everything. All about it. What? Do you really want to see us get divorced? If you do, then go for it. You're just ruining the family. If you don't pay us back, then unfortunately, that's then your problem to deal with. Most people believe the best way to maintain a relationship is to give just as much as you take. But we've never gotten anything from you. So I can't do this any longer. In the end, Jennifer decided to take out some of her housing deposit in order to buy Abby's new husband, Brad, a Rolex for their wedding day. Of course, behind Jeff's back. When Jeff did find out about what Jennifer had been doing behind his back the whole time, he decided to finally get a divorce. Because of that, Jennifer had no choice but to move into Abby and Brad's new house. It doesn't matter how close you are with your parents. What newlyweds would enjoy one of their parents living with them? In order for Abby and Jennifer to pay us back, Abby was taking money secretly from the maintenance fee pot of the building Brad owned. When she was finally caught by her husband doing that, he threatened to get a divorce. But of course, she begged for him to stay with her. I started to believe the only reason she even studied statistics in college was so that she could get away with financially ripping off people. We decided to threaten them with the law and made it clear if they didn't pay us back that we would hire a lawyer to help us get the money back somehow. So in order to avoid that, Jennifer and Abby both wake up at 5:30 a.m. every morning to clean Brad's apartment building for him. I guess you could call that some kind of job. Then from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., they both work in the apartment reception, dealing with residents' problems and queries. By the looks of things, they finally both look like they're working hard. Of course, only because she's trying to avoid getting a divorce from her husband. However, the people I helped move furniture for today had a couple's picture on the wall in the lounge. Strangely, the man in the picture looked a lot like Abby's husband, Brad. If it's actually him and not some doppelganger, then Abby is really in for the shock of her life.
Oh, Hazel. Hi.
Huh? Abby? What are you doing here? And why are you cleaning the stairs?
What were the chances of you moving somebody into this apartment today?
What happened to you cleaning Brad's building? Shouldn't you be working there right now?
He told me I'm bad at my job and won't let me work there anymore.
What about your mom?
She's okay.
What? Is she still working in Brad's building? Cleaning or at the reception?
She's still doing both.
Ah, I see. So now you're stuck cleaning different apartment buildings for a living. Got it. Did you really waste all that time studying in such a prestigious school just to end up cleaning apartments for a living? Yet when I offered you a job, you told me no because you were better than just working in a moving company?
How am I supposed to not work and do nothing all day?
when you've got the money I owe you constantly hanging over me? I can't get sued, so I have no choice but to pay it back, even if that does mean cleaning these damn buildings. Okay, well, good luck with that. But Hazel, wait a second. Yeah? What if I was to take you up on that offer now? You know, working for you, helping people move houses. I'm happy to learn now. Sorry, Abby. We're fully employed at the moment and there's no job openings. And come to think of it, after the whole situation you made with me not cleaning the dishes properly, maybe you cleaning apartments for a living is the best job for you. You know, since you're obsessed with things being perfect. Anyway, I best get going. Got a job to do. Good luck. Ugh. Who does she think she is? Just because she earns more money than me? Ugh, what kind of disgusting person pees on a public staircase? Gross. Ugh. I hate this job. I hate it. Abby, the housekeeping manager is coming. Keep your voice down. Do you think she's coming because she heard us talking so loudly? Ugh! Your fault again! I can't get fired from this job! If I do, I've got no place to go! Hello, hi. You must be the housekeeping? I'm just here helping a family move into the building. What's the problem? You heard a loud noise coming from the stairwell? I'm not the kind of person to tell a lie, so I'll just tell you straight. The sound you heard was Abby. She's my sister-in-law. She was yelling because someone's peed on the stairwell here. She's refusing to clean it up and saying how much she hates this job. Hazel! What are you doing? Stop! Anyway, I have to get going. I'll let you deal with Abby. I need to get this move over and done with, so I'll go now. Bye. Yes. No, she didn't hear correctly. I didn't mean what I said. I'm sorry. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, click the notification bell, and subscribe to see more content. See you in the next video.